Here's how I went from broke college student to having enough money to retire by 30. I tried all the normal things. Apps, envelopes, spreadsheets, I even had a finance degree. And yet somehow I still couldn't stick to a budget. I was spending more than I made and living paycheck to paycheck for years. Then one day something changed. I realized that all the advice out there about saving money was actually working against me and my goals. But when I stopped doing what everyone told me to do and instead followed my own path, everything changed. I was able to save hundreds of thousands of dollars and eventually enough to retire at 30. In this video, I'm going to share exactly what that was so you can start seeing results too. Step No. 1. Stop dieting your spending. We've all heard the advice. Cut back on eating out, find cheaper alternatives, use coupons. But the problem with this advice is that it doesn't take into account the emotional component of spending. The reason we spend money on things like clothes or food or experiences is because they make us feel good. It's fun to buy new things. So if you try and trick yourself by buying cheaper alternatives or using coupons, you're never going to be truly satisfied with it because deep down you know you're settling. What I did instead was focus on experiences and automating my savings. This way I knew I was making the most of my money and I didn't have to feel guilty about it. Step 2. Stop tracking your spending. There are a ton of apps out there like Mint or Personal Capital that will connect to your bank accounts and credit cards and automatically categorize your spending for you. But the problem with these apps is that they only show you where your money is going, not why. And if you're like I was, looking at these categories just makes me feel bad about myself. Like I know I spent $100 on Amazon this month, but seeing that number just makes me feel like I have no control over my life. Instead, what I did was keep a running log in an app of every single purchase I made over a 2-month period. After 2 months of doing this, I had a list of every single thing I bought and how much I spent. Then I went through that list and categorized them into needs, wants, and savings. This gave me a clear picture of where my money was going and what I could cut back on without feeling like I was depriving myself. Step No. 3. Stop thinking long-term. It's easy to get caught up in all the get-rich-quick schemes out there, especially when you're young and you have all this time in your favor. But the reality is that getting wealthy takes time and discipline. It is better to start saving and investing small amounts of money now rather than waiting until you're older and have more responsibilities. Even though it may not seem like a big deal at first, those small amounts will add up over time. Step 4. Stop trying to be frugal. When I was in college, I thought that being frugal was the best way to save money. So I would buy the cheapest clothes, eat at home all the time, and never go out with friends. But I soon realized that I wasn't actually saving any more money by doing this, and I was miserable. I felt like I was depriving myself of everything that made life worth living. Being frugal isn't the answer. Instead, I focused on 2 things: fixed automation and lifestyle curation. Fixed automation means that you set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your savings or investment accounts on a regular basis. This is important because it takes the emotion out of saving. You don't have to think about it or feel guilty about it. It just happens. The second part, lifestyle curation, is about being mindful of the lifestyle you're creating for yourself. This doesn't mean you have to live like a minimalist or give up all of the things you enjoy. It just means being intentional about the lifestyle you're recreating for yourself so that it aligns with your values and priorities. The bottom line is that your budget should work with your life, not against it. That's all. See you guys next week.